Hawkins Arena in Macon, Georgia. The second half of the SoCon season gets underway as the Mercer Bears take on the Furman Paladins. Hi, friends, along with Dean Keener, Pete Hannity with you. And here we are with a battle between a couple of teams that were picked in the respective preseason polls to win the conference, but two that have gone in different directions.
Well, you're exactly right. And isn't it interesting at the halfway point where we're at with Mercer and with Furman? Huge game for both teams. Mercer must protect home court tonight.
Now, in this ball game, guards, as they usually are in the SoCon, will be key. And on the Furman side, you've got the reigning Player of the Year and preseason conference Player of the Year, Devin Sibley, who's doing some nice things this year, scoring about 2 points less than a year ago, but still a real tough guy to defend.
He is a terrific basketball player. He does a lot of things for Furman. As you mentioned, scoring slightly down, but by no means is his overall game down. When he plays well, the Paladins generally play well. He can score it inside and out.
Now, Furman is the best team in the conference at defending the three. Well, Mercer's going to have to hit a few of those to be successful tonight. They'll turn to a guy who's come along lately, Ross Cummings.
You're exactly right. On Saturday, the sophomore guard scored a career-high 16 points, knocking down 4 3-pointers and recording a rebound, a steal, did a little bit of everything. Primarily known as a long-range shooter, his game is rounding into shape. That's good news in the absence of Rion Holland.
Paladins guided by Bob Ritchie in his first season as the head coach at Furman after serving as an assistant to Nico Medved for several years. Actually, his first game as a head coach, baptism by fire last year in the CIT semis when he took his team up to New Jersey to face St. Peter's. It's a battle of Bobs tonight. Bob Hoffman, who of course recently achieved win number 500 in his men's college basketball coaching career, trying to get the Bears to stop their second 3-game losing streak during this SoCon season.
Well, two outstanding coaches, obviously different points of their career. You're exactly right. Bob Ritchie done a nice job managing the transition from Nico Medved, who's moved on to Drake University, and then Bob Hoffman. You don't acquire 500 wins without knowing what you're doing on the sidelines.
You see our Reeves, Rowan, and Abbott starting 5 for the Furman Paladins, a team that is about as undersized as anyone in the league. The guy who just had the ball, Matt Rafferty, really the only thing they have close to a 5, but they do enough defensively to offset that. The ball will stay on that end. And as for the Mercer Bears, a starting 5 that yet again does not include Rion Holland. He remains out with an injury. And Dean, this is a Mercer team that is not all that deep on the bench tonight.
No, a bad time for a couple of guys to be out. Ethan Stair along with Holland and even Ryan Johnson in street clothes tonight.
Furman and Mercer meeting for the 24th time. A turnover forced right there. And Jordan Strawberry and crew with the ball for the first time tonight. We're keeping an eye on Strawberry scoring. He's just 4 away from 1,000 in his career. Another milestone or two could be reached by the fine guard we talked about for Furman, Devin Sibley, tonight. Ross Cummings from downtown, and that is what he does.
Absolutely right. And so far, one and done defensively for the Bears. They've done a nice job that way. But offensively, they're also going to have to go inside and attack the glass.
5 on the shot clock. Jelks no, and Rafferty the tip. And here comes Davis and the Paladins looking to retake the lead. What a find inside. Nice finish by Matt Rafferty.
Again, the sum is greater than the parts for this Paladin team.
Nice finger roll that time, Stefan Jelks. So get another lead change. We've had 4 quick ones here early on.
Known for their defense. Now Mercer will mix it up more than Furman, who'll pretty much play it straight pack line, principal man-to-man. But you wouldn't know it so far in a 10-9 game here, 4 minutes in.
Size mismatch underneath. Rafferty right over Cummings. The help came late. Couple of seniors battling right there. Sibley and Strawberry. Of course, this Mercer team, the starting 5 dominated by seniors. Cummings from way downtown, and Ross Cummings hitting them from deep all over the place. He's got 9 so far, and the Bears back in front by 2. How about Sibley on the other end? Nothing wrong with that for the reigning conference player of the year, Devin Sibley, 37% beyond the arc coming in. Rivers, Fowler almost took it away. 4 on the shot clock. Strawberry over Sibley, and that'll do it. Jordan Strawberry, 5 points in the game, puts him over 1,000 in his career.
I'm not sure that's what Bob Hoffman wanted, but when you hit a couple in a row, you got the freedom to shoot one.
Davis on the stop and pop. Almost like we're seeing a rec game being played.
No, you're right. I mean, I mentioned it earlier. Both really good defensive teams statistically. You wouldn't know it right now. If you're Bob Hoffman, silver lining, the last 2 possessions, you've had some offensive rebounds. Need to continue with that.
Well, strip steal that time by Cohen on the run out. One man to beat, no, lay it up and in. Thought they might get Hunter on the reach in. Instead, Cohen off the bench with 4 quick points and it's back to a 3-point game. And Bob Ritchie has seen enough. He'll go ahead and use his first time out. We have pretty much had nonstop action when play has been in.
Well, it's been a track meet, and you mix in a bunch of threes, Jeffrey Beans across the board. We got a shootout in Macon. The Paladins have the freedom to shoot it at any point as long as their feet are set. And you like that as a player where your coach has confidence in you. The thing is, the Paladins don't take advantage of it. They don't take bad shots.
Strong move inside. Jalen Stowe from just outside of Charlotte. He gets that one to fall, back to a 7-point game. But that's one of the few baskets that the Bears have managed over the past 10 minutes. Bears trying to get a run going. Strawberry with a fast pace. Jelks another 3 try, and that time the senior knocks it down. And a timeout is called, and little run for the Bears. They trailed by 9 just moments ago, but they're back within 3 here at 34-31.
It has been back and forth. It's been led by Jelks. He's gone inside. He's been outside, although the Paladins staying close.
Devin Sibley continues to do good work. He averages 15 a game. He got close to that in the opening half, and he's already achieved 1 milestone and is getting close to another.
He does what he does best, and if you've never seen Devin Sibley, this is the first time. It's just a joy to watch his offensive awareness. He knows how to get to the basket.
His 12 points have made him 10th all-time at Furman on their scoring chart. Jordan Strawberry got things off to a good start on his way to achieving 1,000 points in his career during the opening half.
He's been very good in 19 minutes of play, 7 points, 4 assists, and better yet, no turnovers.
And Ross Cummings was the big story early on. 9 quick points, all beyond the arc. That's what the sophomore out of Dixon, Tennessee brings to Bob Hoffman's team.
Well, Cummings is the guy that's got to continue here in the second half, putting it up from outside, more importantly, making shots from outside. He's the one guy that can do it for the Bears.
Well, the Furman Paladins have had Mercer's number of late. They're going for a 5th straight win in the series and looking to hang right up there near the top of the SoCon standings so they can get the victory. Mercer trying to snap a 3-game skid. More to come here at the break when we return after this. Marcus Cohen back in to run the show for Bob Hoffman, who looks up and sees his team again down by 6. Kick in the corner, Strawberry thought about it. Shot clock under 10. 4 on the shot clock. Strawberry forcing and finding. Wow, how about Jordan Strawberry? Strawberry only played 4 minutes in the first game because he wasn't feeling well. Nice pass inside Davis and the finish by Rafferty. But if you're an ETSU and you can get yourself into the 40s and just win out, which would be almost impossible to do, it might put you up to a 12 seed possibly. That one's going to go for Sibley, getting close to a 20-point night after a 23 the other day against Western Carolina. And Devin Sibley continuing to celebrate a milestone night for him and continuing to build on this lead. Now a 16-point Furman advantage. And falling to 10-13 overall and 3-7 in conference play. Bob Ritchie, Bob Hoffman shaking hands at midcourt, and that'll do it. An 85-73 victory for the Furman Paladins against the Mercer Bears. We had a tight ball game over the first 10 minutes, 9 lead changes, back and forth we went, but eventually Furman, known for their defense, especially on the perimeter, they picked up the pace and really began telling the story of this ball game over the final 10 minutes of the opening half.
They did. Look, hard fought both ways, and you feel for Bob Hoffman and his crew. They just can't get over the hump right now. There's been either dry spells offensively or maybe not being able to come up with a key stop. You know, just like the example, John Davis, right? A game still in the balance late. They can't come up with it in a time when there's injuries and so forth. They've just got to keep battling.
Avery Braxton with our player of the game, Furman's Jordan Lyons. Avery?
All right, Jordan, you had a bit of a homecoming tonight playing in front of your hometown fans from Peachtree City. You got a big game. You hit 3 after 3. It looks like they're making a run. How does it feel?
Feels good, man. You know, a conference win's always good. We knew it was going to be a dogfight. Had to stay with it possession by possession. We just stayed with it the whole game, followed the game plan, and got a big-time conference win. It feels good to be able to play so close to home, had good support, come from the house. So it's always good to get a good conference win, especially on the road.
It looks like you were able to stop momentum every time they were trying to make a run. What was going on in your head?
You know, I just take next play mentality, you know. Basketball's a game of runs. You know, every possession matters. We knew they were going to go on a run. We just had to keep our composure, stay level-headed, and we knew if we had a next play mentality, we'd be able to watch all that, and we'd be all right.
All right, well, congrats on the win. Enjoy it, okay?
Thank you.
Little backstory on those guys. They were high school teammates at McIntosh and Peachtree City, and Jordan Lyons, a 12-point effort, his second such ball game this year against the Mercer Bears. Matt Rafferty and crew took control early, and Bob Hoffman in the end, his team did not have an answer as the Paladins go on to the victory 85-73. So good of you to be with us tonight. And on behalf of Dean Keener and Avery Braxton, Pete Hannity saying so long from Hawkins Arena here in Macon. This has been a presentation of ESPN.